Hello, this is a great technique that you can use to animate handwriting or animate any other kind of drawing activity in your animations. The first thing you need to do is download these materials from the online classroom. They'll be in a zipped package, so you'll need to extract the contents from that zipped package, and then once you open up the Moho project file, you should see this on your screen. Here's an example of what the outcome will be. All right, let's get started now. Before you begin, click on Reset for Styles, and up here, click on Reset All Tools. You'll want to zoom in very close to this phrase because you're going to be tracing over top of it. So I'll just get in real close like this. Right now, the phrase here on the screen is just a guide, and we'll be removing that layer later on. In your Layers palette, click on the top layer, the pencil, and then click on New Layer, choose Vector, and name this Mask. Now, in the Tools menu, click on the Freehand tool right here, and for the freehand options up here in the drop-down, uncheck Taper Start and uncheck Taper End. And then click back up here to close that. What we're going to do is trace over all of these words, but when we do it, we have to have it be one continuous line. Once you click your mouse button down, you can't lift it up. You just have to keep drawing. And I know this can be, kind of difficult for some of you, but just do the best you can. Take your time. You might have to do it over a couple of times, but I'm just going to get started here. I already have a bad start. But that's because I don't want to waste a lot of tutorial time, and so I will try to do the best I can. As you can see, I'm not lifting up. I have one continuous line that we're going to clean up, okay? So even if you don't do all that well with the tracing part of this, you will have the opportunity to mess around with the points a little bit and try and straighten them out. Now when I get to the end here, I'm not lifting up. I'm going to go up here to get the downward stroke for the exclamation mark, and then I'm going to cut across to make this cross over the T. And finally I'll let go. Now I can hide that original "Have a great day" phrase. I'll click on the eyeballs, and this is what mine looks like. And remember, we drew this on the layer called Mask. So if I need to go and click on my Transform Points tool, and if I feel like I need to make some adjustments to make it a little bit more readable, well, I'll have to work on that one there. Then I can just go around and see if I can shape it up. You may need to use the curvature tool. And again, this is something that you would take more time with than I'm going to right now. Mainly what you need to see is how we're going to hide part of the stroke line so that we actually have a split between the words. So I'll go over here and I'll click on the Hide Edge icon. And then after the E in the word have, I'll click here. And so now I've hidden part of the stroke line. So there's a space between have and the A. And now it looks like I may need to add a point in here. Let's see, I'll click right here. So yeah, I'm missing, let me put this back on. I'm going to click over here to add point. And I'm actually going to add a point here. And then you can see that I would have to make adjustments to my little bit of a mess here of my stroke lines. But at least now, when I go over here to the hide edge icon and click it, all right, now I do have a single letter A there, and then starting with the word great. So in between great and day, with hide edge, I can click here on the stroke. So now the T ends and the D starts, and I could try again to make a little bit of adjustment here, close up my D a bit and maybe stretch out that T. And wow, the Y looks a little bit odd there, doesn't it? So again, with the hide edge, let's see if I can get rid of some of the stroke lines. And here, I don't want this line showing across here, or that one. And if I want the little dot here at the bottom of my exclamation mark, then I just need to put another point in. I'll put a little point here and one here. So you can see that I'm really having to move a lot of things around, okay? And you would definitely take more time and do this with a little more finesse. So if you want to take a little bit more time and perhaps try to clean up your letters a bit, or maybe even just start over and do it a little bit more slowly, that's fine. And I will continue this in the next video.